Hey guys, my name is Britt Nicole. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do an update video on all the books that I wanted to read by June. So if you guys haven't checked out the first video, I will link it up in the cards for you and down in the description. But pretty much I picked out 5 books that I rolled over from 2020 into the first part of 2021 that I wanted to try to read by June. And I have accomplished that. I can't believe I did, but I really pushed myself to try to get at least 1 or 2 done before June. And I'm really excited to say that I did accomplish that. So let's just go into the books because some of them were like some new favorite books and I can't believe they've been on my TBR for so long, and some of them I have already unhauled. So let's go into the first book, which being The Emperor of Gold by S.A. Tarboltian. Actually, since I already physically have it, you guys know I absolutely love this book. It's already been in one of my wrap-ups, but this is the 3rd book in her City of Brass trilogy, and this was so much fun, and I really loved finally getting a conclusion to this big world building and story, and I gave this 5 stars. I'm so glad that I finally got to The Emperor of Gold because this was like a top book release of 2020 and I really wanted to get into it in 2020, but I'm so glad that I've gotten to it now and I can finally put this on my shelves. The second book was Hunting Prince Dracula by Karen Moscato. I do physically own this still, but I lent it out to my mom, but I'm giving this 4.5 stars. I love this so much. So pretty much we follow Audrey Rose from Stalking Jack the Ripper because this is the 2nd book in Stalking Jack the Ripper series, and she's going to this castle to learn how to be like a forensic scientist more, and Thomas is going with her from the 1st book, and they're trying to get into this institute so that teaches forensic science, and on the train they come across someone who is brutally murdered. So that's the first body that starts turning up, and supposedly the descendant of Hunting Prince Dracula or Hunting Prince Dracula has come back to kill everybody in this place. And it was really good getting to see like the inner workings of like living in like a castle and the village that's outside the castle, and seeing like how people are highly scared of Prince Dracula and how the fantasy of this story comes in effect when all these women are coming up murdered. And the ending is very dramatic and I loved it so much. I was like a little schoolgirl going, oh, this is awesome. Like me and Macy from The Bright Side Girl still talk about the ending because it's so dramatic. So again, I'm giving it 4.5 stars. I'm really glad that I finally read this. Then the next book I have already unhauled. I'm giving 3 stars, and that's being The Diviners by Libra Bray. This just lackluster for me. I love the ghost story and the murder aspect of it and the overall just creepiness of this. In the same sense, something was just missing for me. So we're not going to go into too much detail about it. I have talked more about it in my May/Hikeathon wrap-ups. If you guys want to see more of my thoughts and feelings about The Diviners, go over and check out that video. Then the 4th book was Red Rising by Pierce Brown, and this is a book that's been on my TBR pretty much since it came out. I unhauled it, I got it back, I unhauled it, I got it back. I finally decided after a friend of mine told me to jump into this that I would like it. I love this book. It is probably a new favorite book. I loved it so much. I think I read it during Galaxy-a-thon that took place a few months ago, but I love this. This is very sci-fi, Mars scene, Hunger Game vibes. This was so good, and I love Darrow and I love Mustang so much that they're like my new favorite people. I loved EO and getting to see like dystopianness of this book also, and like the tier levels of the colors because golds are great, reds are like one of the lowest tiers, and pinks and grays. I don't know, just really interesting, and I love this. And I'm currently like halfway into the 2nd one, which is Golden Sun by Pierce Brown. But yeah, a new favorite book, and I can't believe I've had this on TBRs for so long, and I love this so much. Then last but certainly not least was Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor, and I'm giving this like 3 stars to 4 stars. Also read the 2nd one, which is Muse and Nightmares, but I don't know, like I guess how much people talk about this book and how much they love it. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't like a new favorite book. That's why I'm giving it 3 to 4 stars. Like I still was interested in to see what happens in the 2nd book, but it's not something that I'm going to write home about. So I have unhauled it since then, but I'm really glad that I finally got it off this list. So guys, I accomplished my goal of reading these 5 books before June. I actually read The Diviners the last week of Hikeathon, and I did vlog. So go over and check out my Hikeathon vlogs to check out my thoughts on that. So I finished finished the last one right before June hit, so I did accomplish my goal of these 5 books. I'm so excited. I do have another video kind of like this coming out here soon, so look forward to seeing that video. If you guys like these books, please let me know down in the comments. But my name is Brenda Cole. Thank you guys for liking and subscribing. I look forward to seeing everyone soon in my next videos. Bye!